Get ready to dive into the unexplainable world where science meets mystery. From the incredible to the utterly bizarre, our planet is home to phenomena that baffle even the brightest minds. We're talking about the biggest unsolved puzzles in the scientific community. 20. 5 jaw-dropping discoveries that have left researchers scratching their heads and wondering what's still out there waiting to be uncovered. Let's explore these mind-blowing enigmas together. Uncovering secrets from ancient civilizations, we've got not one, but 2 mind-blowing mysteries for you. First up, let's travel to Costa Rica and explore the enigmatic stone spheres. These perfectly rounded rocks, some dating back over 1,000 years, have archaeologists stumped. How did they achieve that flawless surface? And what was their purpose? Were they used in rituals or simply as decorative pieces? Then, we're taking a journey through time to Greece with the Antikythera mechanism. This ancient, 2,000-year-old machine, hidden on a sunken ship, is an astronomical mystery waiting to be solved. How did its creators manage to craft such intricate bronze designs? And what secrets does it hold about our ancestors' understanding of the cosmos? Now we're taking it to new heights. Literally. Get ready to gaze at one of history's greatest visual puzzles, the Nazca lines in Peru. These sprawling designs etched into the desert floor were once dismissed as simple trails or outlines, but from up high, they reveal themselves as a jaw-dropping testament to ancient artistry. So, what inspired these geoglyphs? Were they a form of communication, a spiritual expression, or maybe even something more out of this world? While some jump to conclusions about extraterrestrial involvement, archaeologists are still searching for a solid explanation that can stand the test of time. Let's uncover a fascinating archaeological mystery that has sparked heated debates among historians. You're probably thinking of the Shroud of Turin, but today we're diving into its lesser-known cousin, the Shroud of Turin. This relic, discovered in 1353, bears an uncanny resemblance to Christian iconography, leading some to believe it's a smoking gun proving Jesus' existence. But here's the twist: researchers think it might be a medieval fake. So what was the original intention behind this mysterious artifact? Was it truly meant to depict a holy figure or something entirely different? As we explore this enigma, get ready for a wild ride of history and speculation. Next up, let's journey back in time over 7,000 years to the stunning Göbekli Tepe, one of the world's oldest known temples. Fasten your seatbelts as we blast through time to a mind-blowing archaeological discovery that rewrote history books. In 1994, the incredible Göbekli Tepe was unearthed, sending shockwaves around the globe. It's now confirmed to be over 10,000 years old, making it the oldest temple on record. But here's the thing: this ancient wonder defies our long-held assumptions about how civilizations evolved. If temples were already thriving 11,000 years ago, what drove these early worshippers? What did they believe in? And what kind of spiritual or cultural practices brought them together? The more we learn, the more questions arise. Next up, get ready for a real-life treasure map like no other. Welcome to the enigmatic Copper Scroll, an ancient parchment that's been sparking treasure hunts for centuries. Buckle up for an ancient mystery that's got everyone talking. The cryptic Copper Scroll. Discovered back in 1952, this enigmatic parchment is packed with secrets, but it's not giving anything away easily. The strange symbols etched onto its surface point to something big, maybe even gold or silver. But the catch: it's all hints and no proof. Where is this treasure hidden? Does it really exist? The search is on, but for now, the Copper Scroll remains one of history's greatest unsolved puzzles. And speaking of mysterious scripts, let's dive into another mind-bending book that's left experts stumped. Meet the baffling Voynich manuscript. Imagine stumbling upon a book that's completely alien to you. No Google Translate, no context clues, just a bunch of symbols you've never seen before. That's what happened in 1912 when a bookseller scored the infamous Voynich manuscript. This 250-page puzzle is still unsolved, and it's got everyone scratching their heads. The writer seems to have mixed and matched characters from all over the place. Zodiac signs, weird icons. It's like they threw everything at the page and said, "What do you make of this? Could it be an ancient language, or just a bunch of random doodles?" The world is waiting for someone with the skills to crack the code. Hold on to your seat, folks. Next stop, the real-life hobbits. I know what you're thinking. Peter Jackson's masterpiece, but this is the fascinating discovery of Homo floresiensis, straight out of Indonesia in 2003. These miniature humans, nicknamed the Hobbit due to their tiny stature, left scientists speechless. Initially, a 30-year-old female skull was thought to be a deformed human find. That's until more matching bones turned up. It dawned on researchers that they might have stumbled upon an entirely new species, one that defied the norm and sparked awe among experts. Buckle up for another mind-blowing mystery. Let's dig into the Sandzingstui disappearance. This enigma starts with a weird find in 1929. A guy digging sewage uncovers a treasure trove of jewels and Bronze Age relics. Archaeologists later flocked to the site, only to discover more of these ancient treasures. But here's where things get really puzzling. Why would an entire civilization stash these valuable artifacts in this random location? It's like they vanished into thin air, leaving behind only their glittering legacy, but no explanation as to what happened next. Get ready to circle back to one of history's greatest enigmas. The big circles. You might be familiar with crop circles, but have you heard about their ancient stone counterparts? In Jordan, a series of massive stone rings were discovered, and just like the mysterious crop patterns, they've got everyone scratching their heads. One theory claims these circular masterpieces were built to coral animals. But here's the kicker, there's not a single opening or hole in sight. Who crafted these colossal circles, and what was their real purpose? Let's dive into one of Earth's most mind-boggling mysteries. The Kokno Stone. This gigantic, 5,000-year-old slab is making us go wild. Its enormity and unnaturally smooth surface have historians scratching their heads. Was this massive rock formed naturally, or is there more to it? We're not just talking about any ordinary stone. We're talking about a monolith that's sparking our curiosity and begging for answers. You know the iconic site, but let's shake things up. There's another ancient wonder that will blow your mind. Get ready for an awe-inspiring mystery that rivals Stonehenge itself. The Kokno Stone is about to take center stage, and you won't want to miss its incredible 5,000-year-old secrets waiting to be uncovered. You know the mystifying monument that's been shrouded in mystery for ages, Stonehenge. But did you know it had a long-lost sibling, dubbed Superhenge? Located about 2 miles away, this lesser-known wonder features an almost identical arrangement of enigmatic rocks. What makes Superhenge even more fascinating is that it was discovered as recently as 2015, buried just beneath the surface. Talk about a hidden gem. Buckle up, folks. Let's dive into a mind-blowing mystery that'll make you question everything you thought you knew about history. We're not talking about the London Hammer rock, but rather a bizarre wooden sample found extending from this enigmatic formation. When explorers stumbled upon it, they couldn't resist bringing it back to unravel its secrets. What they discovered in the center was astonishing. A prehistoric hammer that's estimated to be a whopping 400 million years old. Now, here's where things get really trippy. Hammers as we know them didn't even exist back then. So what's the deal with this ancient relic? Get ready for some serious wow moments. Let's take a look at number 12, the Saqqara bird, an ancient Egyptian relic that looks more like it was plucked straight from a design lab than a historical artifact. This mysterious bird is estimated to be an astonishing 2,200 years old and has got everyone buzzing about whether our ancestors were way ahead of their time with aviation secrets. But here's the thing, could this actually be something much more mundane? Maybe it was just a kid's toy or a decorative trinket. We're still flying high on curiosity, and coming up next, we've got another mind bender for you. The Baghdad battery, an ancient clay container that might just be the oldest known battery in existence. It may look like a simple vessel, but what if it was actually harnessing electricity all those centuries ago? Let's dive into some incredible ancient tech next. Check out the Baghdad battery. This clay container from the past might just blow your mind. When filled with an acid or alkaline substance, it can actually generate electricity. But here's where things get really mysterious. We still don't know who developed it, or how our ancestors in what was then called Baghdad figured out how to make it work. And now, let's travel across the globe and explore the Piri Rice map, a 1,513 hand-drawn treasure that's got us all stumped. Turkish Admiral Piri Reis drew this map on gazelle skin, detailing Europe, parts of Africa, and even Asia. But here's the mind-blowing part. It also shows Antarctica in surprising detail, without any ice. How could Piri Reis have possibly known about the continent's prehistoric ice-free state over 6,000 years ago? This one has us scratching our heads and begging for more answers. Get ready for another jaw-dropping ancient wonder. Fast forward to Nanmadol, an ancient city that's still leaving us speechless. Built between 200 to 800 AD on around 100 artificial islands, this incredible feat of engineering would be a showstopper even today. But here's the thing, it was constructed over 1,000 years ago using techniques and tools that were way more basic than what we have now. So, how did they manage to build such an ambitious project? And what drove them to create something so complex in the first place? We're talking massive construction projects, mind-boggling precision, and a whole lot of questions. Buckle up and blast off with us as we explore some out-of-this-world discoveries. First stop Memu 69, a mountain-sized space rock that's officially the most distant object ever visited by humans, thanks to NASA's New Horizons spacecraft. But here's the twist, despite looking like an asteroid, scientists think it might hold clues about how planets actually formed. Mind blown, right? This tiny rock packs major cosmic significance. And now, let's zoom in on Fomalhaut B. Get ready for some astronomical drama. You might remember Fomalhaut B as one of the first exoplanets ever discovered, a real pioneer in space exploration. But now, fast forward to an unexpected plot twist. This exoplanet has vanished into thin air, or at least it seems that way. According to Hubble Space Telescope observations, it's possible that Fomalhaut B met its match in a massive explosion, similar to the one depicted in this artist's vision. Or maybe there's another explanation. Perhaps our mysterious exoplanet encountered a rogue comet with devastating consequences. Astronomers are on the case, and we can't wait to find out what really happened. Buckle up for more cosmic shockers. You might have thought dwarf stars were stable, but think again, a blue dwarf vanished in 2011, leaving astronomers stumped. Normally, when stars like these go missing, they either collapse or blow up in an epic supernova explosion. But not this one, it just poofed into thin air without any signs of those expected phenomena. Theories are swirling, but the mystery remains unsolved. Now, here's a total game changer. Meet the tiny white dwarf star that defied all odds and survived a supernova. That's right, this little ball of gas went through an explosion so massive it should have wiped it out. But nope, it kept on shining like nothing happened. Talk about being a space-age superhero. Time to rewrite those astronomy textbooks, folks. This star's supernova survival is rewriting the rules of stellar life and death. The mystery just deepens. The supernova survivor's unique composition, with unusually low hydrogen and helium, but high levels of carbon, sodium, and aluminium, has left astronomers scratching their heads. This enigmatic event is currently the most baffling on our list, with no consensus among experts. It's a cosmic puzzle that refuses to be solved. But hold on to your seats for an even more jaw-dropping phenomenon. Meet the star that's being squeezed by a black hole into becoming something eerily similar to a planet. Yes, you heard that right. This star is slowly morphing into a Jupiter-like world over the next trillion years. The cosmic forces at play are so powerful, they might just put an end to its burning altogether, leaving us with an exoplanetary transformation like no other. Get ready to blow your mind. This black hole's cosmic Hirazazu-STUF is sending shockwaves through the scientific community. It's yet another jaw-dropping demonstration of their immense power, leaving astronomers in awe and a little intimidated. But let's dive into something just as intriguing: mysterious radio signals from the cosmos. We've been detecting these enigmatic messages for ages, but they're usually one-offs, brief and solitary. However, some have shown a fascinating rhythmic pattern, like the 2020 signal that fired every 16 days in a mesmerizing 4-day burst, followed by a 12-day silence. Imagine tuning into an extraterrestrial metronome, pulsing signals across space-time. The cosmic mystery machine, we've got some head-scratchers on our hands. Let's start with those rhythmic radio signals. All the why and where from are still total enigmas, leaving us starry-eyed and curious. Now, what about this puzzling pic? It appears to be a secret radio telescope, but is it really? Some conspiracy theorists think it might belong to a country sneaking into space exploration. The van making its getaway in the background adds fuel to the fire, but there's actually very little info out there, leaving us with more questions than answers. Get ready for the biggest cosmic mind bender. Meet the odd radio circles. This jaw-dropping radio image shows these baffling, glowing rings in space, emitting mysterious signals with no match in our known universe history books. The sheer scale and distance of these enigmas have yet to be explored. But the potential is huge. They could be the key to unlocking fresh secrets of the cosmos. It turns out we thought we knew some things pretty well, but it seems there's still so much more to uncover. And that's what makes space exploration so thrilling. The pursuit of knowledge is what drives science,